I run the website ketoalldayeveryday.com. And the reason I decided to name it that is because I wanted to specifically interact with people who are using a ketogenic diet therapeutically for illness. So I myself have epilepsy. I've had epilepsy since I was a child. I went through a big chunk of time without having any seizures, and then when I was in my 40s, they came back with a vengeance. And no amount of medication would help, and it was only starting a ketogenic diet that made me seizure-free today. And so that is now my passion, to spread that information, because unfortunately, both in Canada and the United States, a dietary approach is not a first-line recommendation for most physicians. Most of the time, we have to be literally standing on a bridge, ready to throw ourselves into an icy river before we start finding a ketogenic diet. Never give up. I think that has to be the primary thing. Never give up. It's pretty easy to feel destitute when you're seizing 10 times a day, when you've lost your job, when you've lost your license, when the medications that you're taking make you angry and sad and tired. It's very easy to lose hope. But reaching out and finding a community who is supportive of my journey is really what saved my life. And I have to give credit to my husband, because he was the one, the night that I nearly died from a 30-minute seizure, who broke his cone of silence. He's a very introverted guy. And he created a Facebook account, and he went online and he found a Facebook community who are seizure supporting, and they told him about a ketogenic diet. And I work in healthcare, so the next morning he told me. And from that point forward, I was on a mission, and it didn't matter that my neurologist laughed at me and said it only works for children. It didn't matter that my family physician had never heard of a ketogenic diet. I started October the 23rd, 2014, and I was seizure-free 2 weeks later. And I've been seizure-free for 4 years. So although I still have a day job, my volunteer, my giving back to the universe is creating keto all day, every day. And I tell people that it's a little bit like my website is like a toddler, and I'm hoping that she's going to grow up beautifully and be a wonderful person. But I am the mother of a teenage daughter, and I know that sometimes you can have some bumpy patches. But my goal is to bring all the people out there in the world who have been using dietary approaches to illness together in one place, so nobody can say to them anymore, well, you're just anecdotal. I want them to come together and share their experience so that researchers and lay people alike can see that this is not anecdotal. And frankly, the research states that a ketogenic diet makes about 15% of people with epilepsy seizure-free. I believe it's more than that. My experience has shown me it's more than that. And at the very least, 50% of people have a 50% or better reduction in seizures, which is better than any anti-epileptic drug on the market today. It has to be discussed in the first visit after the first seizure. It should not be something that is just left for us to find on our own. So when I started this journey, it was bacon, bacon, more bacon. And I have to say, I love bacon, but I eat less of it now. I do tend to eat a very, very clean ketogenic diet. So when I started my journey, there were very few products on the market. There was really nothing available. And now I'm so happy to be here at KetoCon to check out all the new products. And for a lot of people, just getting onto keto with the support of all the great products that are here today is going to make an enormous difference in their health. When I travel, I have my little go pack, and it's a lot of the products that are here today. It makes it really easy to travel. It makes it really easy to have a fallback. So for me, my big issue is that I rarely have enough fat around. I can find my protein source, I can find a salad, but I rarely have enough fat. So it's really nice to have a go-to. I can pull out of my bag, mix it up, and I don't have to worry anymore. I do that. I also have olive oil and avocado oil that I carry with me, MCT oil as well. But it's really nice to have something that's, that's a fallback. And it's not something I use every single day, but it's something I think is so valuable for, just for living, because we have busy lives and sometimes you can't just prep it all and take it with you. I guess I really just want to say that food is medicine, and I think it's incredibly important that we get that message out. We need to eat to our genetics, and for most of us, we don't even know what that means. We have so lost touch. So bring it back to normal food and tweak it from there. Each individual is going to have different outcomes, but set a goal, work towards your goal, and if you're anything like me, I started keto to stop seizures, and now I'm 90 pounds lighter than I was. I lost all the weight I struggled through my 20s and 30s and early 40s to lose. I no longer have fibromyalgia. I no longer take medication for arthritis. My life has changed for the better. Oh, and I can deadlift 225 pounds. So, yay me. But my life has literally been revolutionized simply by changing my diet. So, food is medicine. Eat properly from the get-go, and just build a community around that.